Howdy, folks. I'm Rich Sony, and this is Goodbye GUI, a Terminal Foundation course by Coderiffs, Week 1, Episode 4. Today I'm going to give you some more tips on how to move around in the terminal quicker. Let's get right into it. You know the deal by now. So, the first thing is not really quicker, but suppose you're just running a bunch of commands, doing your thing, and you just can't focus because there's too much stuff on the screen. There's a few ways, mainly two ways, you can clear your screen. The first one is clear or Control L. So if you type in clear, or if you tap the Control key, hold down the Control key and tap the L key, it'll bring your prompt to the top of the screen and keep your history for you. So you see I'm scrolling back in the history. The second way is to flush the terminal of all output. This is awesome when you're looking through logs or something else, but you do this by holding down the Command key and tapping the K key. So there we go, like that. Now I'm trying to scroll and there's no history. So that's how you clear out your screen. The next thing you want to do, or I want to show you rather, is how to toggle between two directories. This is really handy if you mess up and CD to the wrong place, or if you need to look at two different things at once. So while you're CDing around, the prompt, or the command shell, memorizes where the last place you were. So I was just in Rich, I CD'd into code, and it said, hey, the old PWD was Rich. If I go into forks, it says, hey, the old PWD was code. If I go into moppity, it says, hey, the old PWD was forks. If I go back to, it says, hey, the old PWD was moppity. See what I'm doing there? So if you want to toggle to the old PWD, you just give it a CD minus sign. So now I'm in moppity. Whoops, sorry. Now I'm back in moppity. Now I'm back in code. Moppity, code, moppity, code. Toggling between the two. That's toggle. The last is skipping around on the prompt. So as you've probably noticed by now, these things can get rather long, these commands that you're typing in. And you can also probably notice that you can use the arrow keys to move back and forth on the prompt. A quicker way to do it is to do Control A. So suppose you wanted to change this to an LS, you do Control A, change it to LS, do Control E, and you can keep typing. A is harder to remember than E because E means end. But just think of it like A becomes before E in the alphabet. I don't know. That's how I do it. Anyway, those are my tips for today. You're almost done with this week, and you learned so much in the terminal. Keep practicing it. I try to give you just enough to learn for each day to memorize, and tomorrow I'll give you a few more and just wrap up the week. I'll see you then.